liquid gold, liquid jewels in a cold, gently flood my heart of stone. Come the tears full of air.
So this is on the Nitai Veda here. It's called the Glories of Sri Radha. Okay, and we'll start with the appearance of Sri Radharani. And by discussing, people might think, well, it's a little bit high to discuss Sri Radharani, but actually this is a way we can learn about Lord Chaitanya too, because he was in that mood. Okay? So let's try it. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhaktivinoda. So one of the greatest ways to give pleasure to Krishna is to speak about his most beloved devotee, Sri Radha. Okay? And so he's right there in our hearts listening. Okay, so let us glorify his dearest and most confidant. So, her eternal age is 14 years, 2 months, and 15 days. And by the way, this is from a devotee, what's his name? Anyway, I'll find it out later. Oh yeah, from his lecture of His Holiness Varsana Swami. Okay. Complexion is molten gold. Cloth is blue like rain clouds. Srimati Radharani is the eternal consort of Lord Krishna. 5,000 years ago, when Lord Krishna came to this planet to perform his pastimes, Srimati Radharani also appeared. The following is adapted from a lecture by His Holiness Varsana Swami. On a half-moon night in the month of Bhadra, King Vishnubhanu came to the Yamuna to bathe, and he found himself engulfed in a golden aura, the golden aura of pure love. It was emanating from a lotus, which had a baby girl standing on its whorl. When the king returned to the palace with the baby, Queen Kirtida was delighted. She was also shocked that the girl was blind. Lord Krishna's mother, Yashoda, heard that her best friend Kirtida had a baby, so she came to visit along with her husband and her son. Krishna crawled up into the cradle and pulled himself up and looked in. At that moment, Srimati Radharani's eyes fluttered and opened wide and blossomed like lotuses. It seems that she did not want to see anything in this world, only the form of Sri Krishna. Everyone was delighted. Srimati Radharani is the mother of the universe, the spiritual mother of all souls. And the concept of mother is the most sacred symbol of that purity, selflessness, caring, sharing, nurturing, and love. That is why our sacred mantra is the holy names. It is the holy names in the vocative, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare means Radhe. Hare means Radhe. It is plaintive, desperate cry for the mother. Radhe, please wake us up from this nightmare of mortal life. Remind us of the Father we have forgotten and take us home. Hare means crying out to Radhe in the following mood of Sri Raghunath Das Goswami. Oh, Sri Radharani, Radharani, oh, the Queen of Vrindavan, with the medicine of the red lac from your lotus feet, please bring back to life this person, now dead, from the bites of the black snake of not seeing you. I am certainly yours alone. I am yours alone. I cannot live without you. Oh, Sri Radhe Devi, please understand this and pull and bring me to your lotus feet. In Krishna consciousness, devotees carefully worship Srimati Radharani as the bestower of devotional service to Krishna. By attentively chanting her name in the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, by worshipping her deity form, and by following and preaching the holy names and the instructions of the most merciful Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, who is the combined form of Sri Radha and Sri Krishna. Her glorious birth. Sri Radha Krishna Ganadesh Dipik by Srila Rupa Goswami. Text 209. Srimati Radharani's glorious birth occurred on the 8th day of the bright full moon of Bhadra. Although generally not full on that day, the moon appeared full to celebrate Radharani's appearance in this world. Ideally, one should either totally fast or fast from grains, etc. For the full Radhastami, Titi, from sunrise to sunrise. But some fast. Okay. All right. Here's some pastimes here. Sridham and Radha's quarrel. On whose request did Krishna come to the surface of the earth? What the Lord did before he returned to his own abode. How he removed the earth's burden. By the way, this is from anyways, from some Purana here. How he removed the earth's burden, and how he killed the demons. Of all these I will carefully, thinking of what happened, tell you the story. Listen, and I will tell you of how Lord Hari's descent as a cowherd boy, his arrival in Gokul, and Radha's descent as a gopi. Listen, and I will tell you in detail, before you heard me tell you only briefly the story of Sankachyuta's death. Sridham quarreled with Radha, and she cursed him to become a demon, Sankachyuta. Then Sridham cursed Radha to go to a human womb in Vraj, become a girl of Vraj, walk on the earth's surface. Afraid of Sridham's curse, she went to Sri Krishna and said, I will become a gopi. Sridham cursed me. What will I do to prevent it? O breaker of fears, please tell me. How can I live without you, O Lord? Without you, every moment will become 100 yugas. My heart bursts into flames when the blinking of my eyes separate us. O Lord, glorious as the autumn moon. Using the chakora birds of my eyes, I drink the nectar from your face day and night. I declare that you are my heart, myself, my mind, and my body. You are my eyes, my power to see, and you are my life. You are my treasure. Awake, asleep, I always meditate on your lotus feet. O Lord, without serving you, I cannot live for a moment. Hearing these words, Lord Krishna placed his beautiful beloved on his chest. He reassured her and removed her fears. He said, O girl with the beautiful face, during the Varaha Kalpa, I will go to the earth. You will go with me and also take birth on earth. O goddess, I will go to Vraj and enjoy pastimes with you in the forest. You are more dear to me than my life. If I am present, why should you be afraid? Saying this, Lord Hari, the Master of the Universes, became silent. For this reason, the Master of the Universes went to Nanda Gokul. Why should he be afraid? Of what would he, the killer of fears, be afraid? Pretending to fear the illusory potency, assumed the appearance of a gopa, approached Radha, and enjoyed pastimes with her. To keep his promise he made when the demigod Brahma prayed to him, Lord Krishna came to the earth with the gopis, removed the earth's burden, and then returned to his own abode. Sri Narada said, Why did Sridham quarrel with Radha? What you briefly told before, now please tell at length. Sri Narayan Rishi said, One time in the Rasa Mandala, in a secluded place in a great forest in Gokul, Lord Hari enjoyed pastimes with Sri Radha. Overcome with bliss, Radha could not understand herself or anything. Leaving her unsatisfied in the midst of their pastimes, he went to enjoy amorous pastimes with Vraj, another gopi, in Vraj with another gopi. Beautiful Vraja resembled Radha. She has 1 billion beautiful gopi friends. As she sat on a jeweled throne, this gopi, who thought Lord Krishna more dear than life, who was fortunate and glorious among women, saw Lord Hari approach. Lord Hari looked at her, her face glorious as the autumn moon. And she was ravishingly beautifully smiled, and with crooked eyes gazed at him. She was eternally 16 years old, in full bloom of youth. She wore exquisite garments, and her beauty was richer with jeweled ornaments. Seeing that she was tortured by Kamadev's arrows, and the hairs of her limbs were erect with excitement, Lord Hari at once enjoyed pastimes with her. In the great forest, in a secluded place, in the circle of jewels, on a bed made of flowers, as she embraced to her chest the Lord of her life, who is more glorious than millions of Kamadevs, Vraj fainted, overcome with the bliss of enjoying amorous pastimes with Lord Krishna. Seeing Lord Hari embraced by her in the jeweled pavilion, Radha's friends at once told their mistress. Hearing their words, Radha became angry and lay down on her bed. Her eyes like red lotus flowers, the goddess wept bitterly. The goddess said to them, "Show him to me. If you speak the truth, then come with me. I will give Krishna and this gopi the result they deserve. When I punish her, who will save her? With her quickly bring Lord Hari's other lovers also. Don't bring that smiling, crooked-hearted, nectar-mouthed pot of poison to my home. Instead, take the Lord to my beautiful pavilion and keep him there." Hearing Radha's words, some gopis became frightened, and they folded their hands and humbly bowed their heads and necks. Standing before her, they all said, "To the Lord's eternal beloved, we will show you the Lord with Vraj." After hearing their words, beautiful Radha ascended a chariot. She departed with 1,630,000,000 gopis, traveling on a chariot made with regal jewels, splendid as millions of suns, roofed with 30 million domes of regal jewels, splendid with a variety of colorful flowers, pulled by colorful horses, with 10,000 wheels enchanting the heart, traveling as fast as the mind, beautiful with 10 million pillars and many different glorious jewels, and with many wonderful, colorful, beautiful pictures, and with many rubies inside the rooms, with many jewels decorating the wheels, with 400,000 splendid and wonderful wheels, decorated with wonderful bells and tinkling ornaments. With 100,000 jewel palaces, with doors made of the best of jewels, with pictures, with domes of the best of regal jewels, with splendid spires and delicious foods and exquisite garments, beautiful with many jeweled beds, jeweled cups and cases and golden platforms, with 10 million ruby staircases and with beautiful shamataka and kastuba jewels, splendidly beautiful with wonderful forests and lakes, and hundreds of groves and millions of lotus flowers, with splendid domes and spires 80 miles wide and 800 miles high, splendid with 10 million garlands of parijata, kunda, karivar, and yukta flowers, fragrant with many very beautiful champaka, nagesha, malika, malati, and madhavi flowers, decorated with many garlands of kandamba flowers and thousands of petaled lotuses, decorated with wonderful forests and lakes and colorful flower garlands, fast as the wind, the best of all chariots, covered with exquisite fine cloth, decorated with hundreds of jeweled mirrors, decorated with sapphires and white chamaras, fragrant with sandal, lagura, musk, and kumkum, splendid with 10 million parijata decorated beds, 10 million flags and 10 million bells. With 10 million jewel beds. Wow, what a chariot. That must be some big chariot. That's, I mean, this is, like they say, it's indescribable, these things. And it's true. They're describing them so much, you realize this must be indescribable. You think that guy went on and on in that Saints of India book. It's interesting, though. Wow. Decorated with flower pillows and perfect for amorous pastimes. And also decorated with many beautiful things never seen or heard before. O sage, quickly descending from the chariot, thus described, Lord Hari's beloved goddess, Radha, at once went to him in the pavilion of jewels. At the entrance she saw a handsome, smiling, lotus-faced guard, accompanied by 100,000 gopas. To that gopa, who was Sri Krishna's dear friend named Sridham, goddess Radha, with her eyes now like red lotuses, angrily said, "Go away, O servant of a rake, go away, I will see what kind of beautiful lover your master has now." Hearing Radha's words, strong and fearless, Sridham, holding a stick in his hand, did not allow her to enter. Their lips trembling, the other gopis angrily pushed the servant Sridham. Hearing a great commotion from the people of Gokul, and understanding that Radha was angry, Lord Hari disappeared. Hearing the word Radha and seeing Lord Hari disappear, Vraj became afraid. By practice of mystic yoga, she gave up her life. Her body at once became a river circling Gokul. That river was filled with jewels, very deep, 800 miles wide and 10 miles long. The cursing of Radha and Sridham. O sage, when she went to the pavilion of amorous pastimes, is this okay? Should I stop here? Or I can go on. I'll leave it up to you. Oh, good. I'm glad you like it. I'll take that as a yes. So, this is the cursing of Sridham and Radha. O sage, when she went to the pavilion of amorous pastimes, Radha did not see Lord Hari. Seeing the river that Vraj had become, she went home. Seeing that his eternal beloved had become a river, Sri Krishna loudly wept on the beautiful shore of that Vraj river. O best of lovers, come to me. O beautiful one, how can I live without you? By my blessing now become the most beautiful of women and the empress of rivers. Now have a form more beautiful than the beautiful form you had, O chaste one. Your previous form has now become a river. Raise from the water and come to me. Take a new form, and beautiful like Radha, she approached Lord Hari, wearing yellow garments and her lotus face smiling. With crooked eyes she gazed at the Lord of her life, and he gazed at her. She was oppressed by the burden of her hips and thighs, and her breasts were swollen and high. She was the most beautiful of beautiful women, and she was fortunate and glorious among women. She was the color of a beautiful champaka flower, and her lips were ripe bimba fruits. The beautiful teeth were like ripe pomegranate seeds, and her face was an autumn moon, and her eyes were blossoming dark lotuses. She was decorated with a dot of musk and many dots of sindura, red sindura. She was very beautiful, with beautiful designs and pictures. Her braided hair was very beautiful. Jeweled earrings resting on her cheeks. She was decorated with a necklace of jewels, and glorious with a necklace of pearls. On the tip of her nose was an elephant pearl. She was splendid with jeweled armlets and bracelets, and a bracelet of shells. She was opulent with many tinkling ornaments and tinkling jeweled anklets. Seeing her so beautiful and so full of love for him, the Lord of the universes at once embraced her and kissed her again and again. Going to a secluded place, the all-powerful Lord again and again enjoyed many different kinds of amorous pastimes, beginning with Viparita Lila with his beloved. Accepting the Lord's invincible semen, passionate and fortunate Vraj at once became pregnant. After 100 celestial years of pregnancy, she gave birth to 7 handsome sons from the Lord. In this way, the Lord's eternal beloved became the mother of 7 sons, and she was very happy with her 7 sons. I don't have the strength to go on. It's just too intense. I have to recuperate from this. Whew, wow. So I'm going to end now, and you can back up and do what you need to do.